Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about mineral nutrition. Generally all living organisms require which one means biochemicals. For example here macromolecules as well as smaller molecules they require. Macromolecules means here carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Even water and minerals also they require for growth and development. So now in this chapter we are going to discuss about inorganic plant nutrition. Means especially about mineral nutrition. Means minerals means you need to understand the plants which absorb ionic form they are termed as here minerals. Right. Methods to study the mineral requirements of plants means to understand the requirement of minerals by the plants we need to follow some methods. What are that methods means initially Julius von Sachs, he is a German botanist. He observed one method in 1860. That method is hydroponics. Hydroponics means without using soil he cultured plants means in a nutrient solution or a nutrient medium. Means you need to understand in water they provide which one means required mineral nutrients and they allowed to grow plants successfully. They developed plants growth of plants without using soil in water. So that's why that method is termed as here hydroponics. Hydro means water, phonics means growing of plants. Next, in a hydroponics method nowadays we are applying a commercial production of which one means LTC. LTC means lettuce, tomato and seedless cucumber. Lettuce, tomato and seedless cucumber nowadays we are producing commercially by which method means hydroponics method. By this hydroponics scientists slowly they understood the proportions of different elements and their importance by applying or withdrawing the particular elements. So now we are going to discuss about essential mineral elements. If you observe in plants we can find more than 60 elements, but all these elements are necessary for the growth of the plant means we can't expect that much importance. So if you see some plants accumulate selenium and gold, but they won't involve in which one means their metabolic activities. So that's why the selenium and gold absorption is not important for the growth of the plants. Not only that, nuclear test sites. In nuclear test sites, they uptake which one radioactive strontium. Even this strontium also never plays a major role in the growth and development of the plant. So these elements, what we observed, which one selenium, gold, and radioactive strontium, these all are observed by plants, but they won't have any specific role in metabolism as well as growth and development of the plants. So, like these elements are present in which one these more than 60 elements we observe now. In that we expect most of the elements they won't play a major role. So these all are not essential elements. Now criteria for essentiality means most of the elements are considered as not essential, but some of the elements are considered as essential elements. How we will consider them as essential elements means based on some criteria. What are that criteria means here Arnon and Stout in 1939 they proposed some criteria. How many criteria they proposed means three criteria they proposed. According to these three criteria, if that element follows these three criteria, then they are considered as essential elements. For example, if you see here, element must support growth or reproduction. Means the element should be participate in the growth or otherwise in reproduction, otherwise both in growth and reproduction. Then only it is considered as which one essential element. Otherwise it is not considered as a essential element. This is the first criteria for the essentiality of mineral nutrient. Next, requirement of element must be specific and not replaceable. Means specificity should be present. Means that element should not be replaced by another element. For example, here magnesium is one of the central atom for formation of chlorophyll structure. But in the absence of magnesium, no other element involves in the formation of chlorophyll. Means magnesium is specific for the formation of chlorophyll. If magnesium is not there, means we won't expect formation of chlorophyll. Like that, specificity should be present. Otherwise, that element not considered as which one essential element. Next one, third one. Element must play a direct role in the metabolism of the plant. Means the element which is considered as essential element, it has to involve directly in the which one metabolism. So then only it is considered as an essential element. In these three criteria, the element which is considered as essential element that has to follow these three criteria, then only it is considered as which one essential element. Means it needs to satisfy all the above criteria, then only it is considered as essential element. If it is not follow any one, then it is not considered as an essential element. Up to now, by following these three criteria, we observed 17 elements are following that criteria. In these 17 elements, nickel is considered as a 17th essential element because it is recently recognized. So, up to now we observed how many essential elements, means 17 essential elements. These are divided into two broad categories based on their quantitative requirement. Means how much quantity they require, based on that they are divided into two categories. In that first one is macro elements. Macro elements means they are required in large quantities. They are required in large quantities. Macro elements are macronutrients. Right. These are present in more than 10 millimoles per kg inverse of dry matter. If we take 1 kilogram of dry matter, in that that element need to present more than 10 millimoles, then only it is considered as which one, means a macro element. Means it is required in a more quantity. So that is called a macro element. These are 9 elements. How many macro elements are there? 9 macro elements are there. To remember these 9 macro elements, we need to understand here one code word, that is Chopkinska manga, Chopkinska manga, or Chopkinska mango. Chopkins means here you need to understand C for carbon, H for hydrogen, O for oxygen, P for potassium, P for phosphorus, K for potassium, N for nitrogen, S for sulfur, Ca for calcium, Mg for magnesium. So like this we can understand total 9 elements. How many elements we are observing here, means 9 elements we are observing. They are required in a major quantity, that's why they are considered as macro elements. Now micro elements. Quantitatively they are required less than 1 ppm. So these micro elements also called micronutrients or trace elements. They are required in less than 10 millimoles per kg inverse of dry matter. Means when we weight 1 kilogram of dry matter, in that dry matter every element should be present less than 10 millimoles. As well as they have to follow which one, that criteria. Which criteria? Essentiality criteria. Then only it is considered as a micro element. Means they are required in less quantity, but they should be present. Next, these are how many elements, means 8 elements. These 8 elements we need to remember here. Facebook more than clerk நீங்கதா அப்படின்னா general manager. இது ஒரு கோட் வேர்டு. எப்படி ஃபேஸ்புக்கு மோர் தென் கிளர்க் நீங்கள் தான் அப்படின்னா ஜென்ரல் மேனேஜர். ஆனால் நீங்கள் தான் மோர் தென் கிளர்க் அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் தான் ஜென்ரல் மேனேஜர். இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கோட் வேர்டு போட்டால் உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியாக ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். இங்கே ஃபேஸ்புக் அப்படின்னா ஐரன், போரான், காப்பர், மாலிப்டினம், குளோரின், நிக்கேல், ஜிங்க், மாங்கனீஸ். இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஒரு கோட் வேர்டு போட்டால் இது எல்லாருக்கும் ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். சரி, இது என்ன அப்படின்னா எல்லா மைக்ரோ நியூட்ரியன்ஸுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கோட் போட்டு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. ரைட். These all essential elements again grouped into 4 broad categories. How many categories? 4 broad categories on the basis of diverse functions. Means they show different type of functions according to diverse functions. Again they are divided into how many broad categories? Means 4 broad categories. What are they? Means here you see essential element as a component of biomolecules. Means structural elements of cells. Means for the formation of different structures, for example nucleic acids as well as proteins, carbohydrates, Like that, for the formation of different structures, they involve the type of elements, essential elements are termed as here, which one means carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Like these we can expect biomolecule formation components, means these are structural elements. Next one, energy related chemical compounds, means they need to involve in energy related components. For example, magnesium is central atom, already we discussed in which one previous topic, that is in chlorophyll it acts as a central atom. Chlorophyll is nothing but involves in which one energy formation. Next, phosphate. Phosphorus is one of the major compound in which one ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. It is considered as energy currency. In this energy currency, phosphate is one of the major element. So like this we are observing energy related chemical compounds. Next, they may activate or they may inhibit enzymes, means they may activate, they may act as activators, otherwise inhibitors of which one means enzymes. For example, Mg+2. Mg+2 means magnesium plus 2 ion, it acts as a activator for Rubisco enzyme. Rubisco means ribulose bisphospho carboxylase and oxygenase. It is abundant enzyme present in total plant world. Next one, PEP carboxylase, pepcase, phosphoenol pyruvic carboxylase. For these two enzymes, for the activation, it requires which one means Mg+2 ion. These two enzymes plays a major role in photosynthetic carbon fixation. Photosynthetic carbon fixation, we can expect a major role of which one means this are Rubisco as well as pepcase enzymes. For that enzymes for activation, it requires Mg+2 ion. Next, Zn+2 ion. It is a activator for which one alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme. For alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme, Zn+2 is one of the activator. Next, molybdenum. Molybdenum also activator for dinitrogenase enzyme. This dinitrogenase enzyme is involves in which one means nitrogen metabolism. Some essential elements alter osmotic potential also. Osmotic potential of cells also altered by some elements. For example, here potassium. This potassium involves in opening and closing of stomata. Potassium ions involves in opening and closing of stomata. Like this, based on their which one essential biological functions, they are broadly categorized into how many types means four broad categories. Next, beneficial elements. Beneficial elements means these elements are not essential, but they require for better growth. Means they not proved their essentiality, but if they are present, we can expect a better growth in plants. For example, here you can see 5 elements are considered as beneficial elements. They are sodium, silicon, vanadium, selenium and cobalt. So if you observe here how to remember these 5 elements, means you can simply keep one code word, that is S cube VCO. S cube means selenium, sodium, selenium and silicon and selenium. Sodium, silicon and selenium. These 3 are stored with S only, that's why we can represent with S cube. And next, vanadium and cobalt. So S cube VCO. This is a code word for remembering of beneficial elements. So like this, you need to remember these elements. Remaining topic I will continue another video. One by one element we will discuss. Initially we discuss about macro elements, then after we will discuss about micro elements in next video. Thank you.